Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Hey friends, how we doing out there? We are live. Here I am, big screen. Just wanted to say hello real quick. Let's jump over to the charts, see how we're doing today. In the crypto world, things are going red. So let's have a look at BTC USD. We have a lot of red to green, green to red. So let's get to the charts. There we are. BTC USD coming at you on the 1 hour time frame. We have support down at the, let's massage that just a little bit here. We had the candle change over. There we go. Support at the 57,616.03 for BTC USD. Trying to get up to resistance, break through that 58K once again. Managed to blow all the way up to the 60,100 mark. Didn't make it all the way to the all-time high, but got up there pretty well. Let's turn on the other things. We'll double click real quick. There we go. Lots of volume on that run up and on the run back down as we had a really nice solid bounce off this 100-day moving average. And RSI is back in the middle. So BTC looking healthy for now. So watch those resistance levels and keep an eye on those stop loss levels. Let's pull up some more. Excuse me 1 second here. Trying to change too many things at one time. There we go. Whoop, that's not it. Pardon me 1 second here. Trying to bring up a list that I usually run with. There we go. Moving on to DOT USD. Polkadot. By the way, the production manager is fired. That would be me. So let's squeeze on in here. Get you those support levels. Computer's lagging. Things are going crazy here at Crypto Happy Hour. Managed to bounce off that 100-day moving average. Going to move our support down here to the previous support, which is 35.613, and resistance. For now, these moving averages are getting in our way, as they typically do this time of the evening, as we transition from into the Asian market, or just be waking up here soon. And there's your resistance at the 36.1915 for DOT USD. Let's move on to VTHO. VTHO, there we go. Fell down through support, showing a little bit of sign of weakness here, so we'll watch the support level just beneath there at the 0.0103. You see we got right up to the cautionary zone, double top, fell back through the resistance, the moving averages there. It looks like we're hitting a hard set of resistance right on the tops of all these wicks in the body of that red candle. Let's dial that in for you. Right here at the 0.0107. Let's go on to BNB USB. Binance Coin. Binance Coin, where art thou? BNB USD. There we are. Come on, computer. Let's switch out to the 4 hour really quick to give you a bigger picture here. There we go. We can come down. You see we made it back down to the buy target here. Got up there to the 50%. Met that resistance level. Fell back down here to support. We do have the 100-day moving average beneath Hey folks, we're back. Catastrophic failure everywhere. Right there in the middle of BNB. USD. It looks like we're back going again. Appreciate you hanging in there. Sorry about the issue. Jeez. Okay, let's move on to IOTA, Internet of Things. IOTA. There we go. Should have known when the computer started lagging that we were going down. Anyway, we have support for IOTA at 1.2985 and look for resistance just up here as we try to get up into the cautionary zone. And resistance up there at the 1.375 for IOTA. IOTA USD. Looking now at ADA Cardano. Looking for Cardano. Where art thou? There we go. Cardano down 10%. We had this big run up, full of excitement. Managed to get into our sales target and fell back down into the buy target once again. So it looks like we're in for a rinse and repeat for IOTA. So there's your support level down at the 1.22328. And most resistance is going to be, we're down here, resistance at the 1.29488. Did get into the overbought on the way up there with IOTA on the RSI momentum indicator, so it is looking good so far. Back in the center, do have the 12, the 26, and 100 day into proper orientation here on the 4-hour chart. Let's keep moving while we can before the strings break. Let's look at LINK, Link, there you are, Link, LINK USD. Got a good bounce off this 100-day moving average, so that's where our support level is, right on that previous candle, on the low of that candle, which is 29.037. Resistance on the climb back up, gonna be, let's have a look real quick on the 1 hour so we can find it a little bit more. There we go. There's your resistance, trying to get through this 12-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. And resistance at the 29.805. Moving on to Ethereum, ETH USD. We have support down here on the bottoms of these. We'll use the body of those two candles. Looks like that's nice and solid. Have some more support shown over to the left there. So support 1768.25. Look for that to hold. And your resistance on the climb back up through all these moving averages that are lurking above us. Excuse me. 1789.94. So roughly 1790 for Ethereum is your resistance. So let's move on to XLM Stellar. I do appreciate you staying with me. That was a little difficult. I had to do a hard reset on everything, so that was not fun. Never is. Support down there at the 0.3936 for Stellar XLM USD. Trying to get back through resistance at 0.3993. You do have the 12 and the 26 up above inverted, but the 100-day moving average below us. So it's brought us up through here before, so let's try that again, bulls, for XLM USD. Move it on to NU. NU USD. Can't seem to find things. There we go. Move it around. We'll do a sort by symbol. Do it alphabetically. There we go. NU USD. Moving slow today. Everything's slow. Support down at the 0.56998. Resistance is lots of it right there at the 0.5846. So very tight range with the 100-day moving average above and the 12 converging on that 100-day. So it looks like we may go inverted, so we may have some more pain So you're going to have another buying opportunity for NUUSD. Keep those stops tight if you're still in there, hanging in there. NMR USD right there. Up only a mere 31%. Got all the way up to set an all-time high to, when did that happen? Is that today? Yes, today. All the way up to $68 range. Panicked and sold back off. So the weak hands let go of it. You're going to have your, looking like we're making another climb. So let's look in here we are on the 1 hour. Zoom into 30-minute. There we go. We can see a little bit more clarity. We're going to put it right up there since we are near the all-time high at the 65.207. Buying and look at the volume starting to come back up, and then let's find your support level real quick. We are getting support off that 12-day moving average on the 30-minute time frame. Keep an eye on this RSI down here, folks. As you can see, once it pokes above that 70 range, we tend to fall back down and regroup. So NMR looking great. Nice run all the way up. From how far do we go on that thing? Let's see. All the way down. So that was scoot that over where we can see. It's like a 40. If you manage to get out towards the top, we never nail the top. So this is a 40% gainer right there for NMR USD. Moving on to Litecoin. Litecoin's been snoozing away right here at the $200 range for some time, bouncing around, playing with us a little bit. That sly Litecoin. Look for that support to hold at 199.21. And resistance is going to be the $200 range, of course. And then we got these moving averages. We'll switch back to the 1 hour. So there we go, right on the 201.65, but we got to get through that 200 psychological. Seems to be a struggle for Litecoin to run up with the others, so keep that in mind. We have all these moving averages converging on each other as well, so that's giving us a little bit of difficulty in finding some direction. Let's move on to COMP, C-O-M-P, USD. Comp still in the buy or back to the buy zone. Got all the way up here to the 451 previously, and nowhere near the all-time high for this particular one, but still on our watch list. It is one of the large cap movers in the crypto space. Support at 432.010. Resistance right on these. Right near that. If we can get through that 26-day moving average and then the 12-day moving average up above. Previous candle at 437.755 for Comp USD. Let's look at Basic Attention Coin, BAT USD. Basic Attention Coin. Good run up here on BAT. Starting to get some momentum with the Brave Browser 2.0 release. Getting a lot of attention. Hence the word Basic Attention Coin. There's my pun. You're welcome. So resistance at the 1.2553. Support at the 1.1880. BAT USD. GRT is up next. Now that we have them all sorted alphabetically, which is way faster for me to putz around and find. Support down there to 1.679. And resistance, first line of resistance is going to be the tops of these wicks. Basically, right in, oops, we didn't want to grab that thing, but we can come over here and get it. There we go. Just if we want to be precise there, 1.7085. Let's head over to VeChain, VETHUSD. Up 2.33%, one of our green runners. Made it all the way up to our sales target. Pushed through just a little bit and then came back down. Starting to look a little weak up here. So keep an eye on that. 100-day moving average is beneath us, but we have the 12 cross over the 26 here on the 1 hour. So we're going to look for a first set of support to hold up at the 0.07756 and resistance. These moving averages converging all over the place. That's why we're getting some uncertainty. But resistance about the 0.07894. If we can get above there and close, and we may have some room to take off and run. Heading on over to ZIL, ZIL USD. Made it up to an all-time high. Now we're in a consolidation sideways mode, so in a no trade zone. If you're not in this particular trade, you did have the opportunity to buy down here and exit up here and leave some on the table. If you still have that, just keep your stops just beneath this 0.50 zone here, as we should find support off the 100-day should we need to come back down. But healthy consolidation sideways at the moment until we get some momentum with some volume or other things. So resistance is at the 0.18400. Got you a support level. We can come all the way up to the previous low right there, maybe even a little bit more because of this moving average. So 0.17844 support for ZIL USD. Having a look at DOGE. DOGE, the sideways DOGE. DOGE bouncing around here with candles all over the place. So let's go to the 4 hour. Trim that down a little bit. There we go. Going to have support slightly less than what we had charted before. 0.05664 support. And the wicks of these candles, you could get up into the, there we go, 0.05919 for Doge. Sideways action here. Just keep an eye on that Twitter because it tends to run on the news. Let's look at some DeFi tokens, or decentralized finance tokens, as they're sometimes called. UNI USD. Got up to there, met that resistance at the 50% retracement from the previous run up. So let's get that dialed in for you. Looking down at support here. Looking for support to hold at 29.6419. And resistance, you got to get through those moving averages. We're beneath all of them. So that's going to be some resistance for us. But we can do it here, folks. 30.432 for UNI USD. Having a look over at AAVE. I would mention that Cardano is now available on CoinBase Pro. That was recently added to CoinBase Pro. If you have Coinbase, you can get a free Pro account. And head on over to CoinBase Pro if you want to get involved with Cardano. Looking down at the 361.1933 to hold support right at its buy target. We are completely inverted. We have the 100-day, the 26, and the 12-day moving averages to get through. So we may need to just watch that volume. We did have some bearish volume on the last go round, but so resistance going to be up to 370.253. Like I said, watch those moving averages. We are having a trending downward somewhat with this particular one, but just that's why we do the charts. MKR USD. MKR going red to green, I do believe that one was, yeah. It's on the red for the past day or so. Found support here and maintaining that rascal. We can move that down just a tiny bit, actually. There we go. zoom in. I think that's got it right there. 2107.35. Don't have to do a lot of decimals with 2,107 doll hairs. And resistance is going to be up here at the right on the wick of that previous high over here. So that resistance level 2144.623. And I will mark this pivot with this other line here. There we go. So that would be, we got to get through this 100-day. We get the 12 and the 26 cross, but now we got to get that 100 sorted out. So that's going to be resistance climbing up. Let's have a look at some NFT tokens, getting all the news and love. Non-fungible tokens. Let's have a look at audio. Audio up here, rejected right there at that cautionary zone, so had to come back down. We do have the 12 over the 26 at the moment. 100-day is down here, so looking okay, and got the previous low just below the buy target, and resistance, so that is the 1.4674 support, 1.6504 resistance. RSI dead center. Only thing we got to watch for is the volume is pretty light for audio USD. Let's move on to THETA. THETA up 6.16%, blew through our sales target. So as you know, the strategy is to buy, take 90 off when we hit the sales target, let the 10 ride. I usually just leave it forever, but I'll trail it with a stop if we start to sell off. And right now, resistance all the way up here, $8 hairs and 57 cents USD. And let's look at the 1 hour, see if we can find something support to fall back on. Should we need to cool off a little bit? Yep, support all the way down. Almost touched this 12-day moving average here on the 1 hour. So support down there to 7.95 and the $8 psychological. Just keep that in mind, those round numbers. And also we did get above, we got overbought, so that's why we got overshot here. Had to come back down, regroup, and then give it another go. So looking pretty good here for THETA USD. ENJ. Where you at there, ENJ? There we are. Up 8.10%. Almost got up to the sales target. Looks like we're having another go at it. We did get the 26 cross over the 100. That usually signals, that's commonly known as the golden cross. Usually signals upside potential. We did get some good solid volume, almost to the average trading volume. So a little bit more volume, a little bit more emphasis. This puppy could get on up into their sales target. Meanwhile, we have support at, there we go, support at the 2.623. Get that resistance on up there first time. The first one's going to be on the tops of these two wicks there, the 2.673. Then you have this pivot at the 2.71. So trying to climb up right now on ENJ USD. We'll switch over real quick, get you the Bitcoin dominance. We always have a look at BTC.D here on TradingView. You can see the ebbs and flows as money moves in and out of Bitcoin as folks are rotating into altcoins, selling the altcoins for BTC and vice versa. Always good to look at this, keep in mind where we're at. So as you see, this is the one we had marked for this morning. So we are up slightly. So we have increased the market cap in Bitcoin up to 61.88%. And then looking at the total market cap is slightly down. We managed to get up there to the 1.8 trillion at one point. So we are hovering in here to 1.741, 1,741,000,000,000 for total market cap. Let's check back in with Bitcoin before we leave you. Meanwhile, I'm doing that. If you have any coins out there that I haven't covered you'd like to chart, let me know real quick. Try not to take up all your evening time here at the happy hour. Yep, Bitcoin trying to climb back up. We do have some overhead things need to address. So let's look at the 4 hours, see where those averages are lying. There we go. We'll zoom in a little bit more for you here. We did get the 12 cross over the 26, and we have the 100-day beneath. So things are looking pretty good here at the moment for Bitcoin. Watching that volume. We're on the 4 hour. We had a massive bear candle, so we had some selling. We got up there. Panic pants, sold back down. Got on top of that 12-day moving average for a bounce, but needed to find a 26 before we made sure. Well, folks, that's about it for me for this evening. Appreciate your patience, and sorry about the technological difficulties. It can happen in this wild world of crypto. All right, that's it for me. Have a great evening. I'll see you at 6:45 a.m. on the Crypto Morning Show. See you then.